There was a conversation about Kevin Durant.
The last time Dwight Howard had double-doubles as his averages, when was it?
8 years ago?
2017, 2018.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed. It's the Santa Maria, the Nina, and the Pinta.
Yeah.
Pinto.
Yeah, it's done.
Or Pinta. Is it Pinto?
Pinto. Pinto?
No.
Pinta.
Thank you.
Pinta.
I know that because of Step Brothers.
You saved the show. Bonta, if Kevin Durant wants to come, you do it. Here's the question that I have for the Warriors, because it feels like internally they feel an obligation. Because you heard this last year. You got to kind of beat us as a whole unit before we're willing to make moves. The Draymond situation that happened at the beginning of the year, I do feel like it opens the door up a little, I guess, for this conversation.
Right.
I find it highly unlikely that they would move Klay Thompson in any deal.
Yeah, I don't see that. And I wouldn't do that. Klay's fine.
Well, and you want shooters out on the floor. Like, that's the one negative that the Nets have right now, is they don't have any shooters.
No.
That's the one thing. Like, KD needs to be surrounded by shooters. I would do it in a heartbeat. The problem is that everybody who's listening to us right now is going to say, yeah, Moody, Kuminga, and Wiseman for KD.
But I wouldn't trade Moody.
No, but what I'm saying is that they think that you can trade just the young people.
Yeah, no.
What I'm saying is that
but you know what?
People need to realize you have to staple in.
You know what, though?
A big contract.
I don't think that's fair, because I think people now understand contracts more than ever. I think the access for fans on these contracts, on these deals, on these stipulations, I think they're more educated now more than ever. Fans. I think they are. I really do. So I know they know Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga straight up for Kevin Durant. It's not happening. That's just not happening because the salaries don't match, and Brooklyn wouldn't do that.
So then I ask you this question. Why would KD want to come back here instead of Phoenix? Because he likes playing with Steph?
Maybe.
Because he wanted to go to Phoenix in the offseason.
He did want to go to Phoenix. That was an option.
That was one of the targeted destinations. That was one of the targeted destinations. So if I know that, and we talk a lot about like the Giants stealing someone who the Dodgers would want or have, to me, I'm looking at the Suns. Whether you think they're the number 1, 2, or 3, they are in the top 3 in terms of that's a team that I'm expecting you to go through to win another championship. You cannot let them get KD.
So my rebuttal to that would be, number 1, Chris Paul is flaming out, right? He's on his last legs. 2, what would it take for Phoenix to go attain Kevin Durant?
That's a great question.
Probably Bridges, probably Cam Johnson, and a plethora of picks, and another young player. So now you're depleting the meat of your team. Kevin Durant knows, hypothetically, that, man, if I go to the Warriors, they're going to have to give up Wiseman, Kuminga, and figure out one of the big 3. And Brooklyn may be in a position where they're saying, we have this malcontent, we have this malcontent, disgruntled superstar, and Kevin Durant, who wants out. We can't do anything about it because the calls are not coming.
So explain to me Kevin Durant's situation with the Brooklyn Nets. Does he have the ultimate veto power in terms of a no trade, or are they in control here? Because it felt like Brooklyn had more control than I normally would think in one of these situations. Like Harden wanted out, and he was only going to go to, at the time, the Brooklyn Nets. And it felt like he forced that narrative, whether he had a no trade or not. It felt like he was in full control of that. Is Kevin Durant not in full control in this situation?
So Kevin Durant does not have a no trade clause. I'm looking at the no trade clauses right now in the NBA. Bradley Beal's the only player who has an explicit no trade clause in the NBA. Bradley Beal, out of all the players in the league, has a no trade clause. Everybody else could be gone. LeBron doesn't even have a no trade clause.
Well, LeBron.
So
we always got to bring up LeBron.
However, NBA players who could veto, yeah, it's Bradley Beal. It's Bradley Beal. So I know Dub Nation probably wouldn't be welcome to having Kevin Durant back.
Why not? He's one of the greatest players ever. He's a legend in your organization. If you can welcome back Nelly, okay?
Yeah.
You can welcome back. If we can welcome back Mike Dunleavy as part of the, the front office, come on. We can't help this guy back. I would.
Very interesting. Very interesting. 888-957-9570. Would that even be has that even crossed your mind, Kevin Durant? Did it cross your mind in the summertime?
Of course it did.
I want to know, like, in the summertime, did people want Kevin Durant back? Because I'm thinking about Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Moses Moody, Kevon Looney, Andrew Wiggins, and Jordan Poole is your top 7. It's your top 7. And then you get the ring chasers. And you still got JaMychal Green as your 8th man. It's not bad.
And if he changes numbers, you're selling so many more new KD jerseys. Was he number 7 now?
7.
I love the look on your face.
No, I'm just saying. I've said it all week. And it's probably not going to happen. It's a wild-ass hypothetical. But the same thing happened with Christian McCaffrey. People said, Bonta, it's not going to happen. It's a wild pipe dream. Well, guess what? Christian McCaffrey's wearing number 23 for the 49ers. So it happened. You know? Aaron Judge. A year ago, we talked about Aaron Judge being a free agent, and it was laughable.
We laughed at the notion of KD joining the Warriors ever before it happened. And then it did happen. Stuff can't happen, especially in this league. This league's out of control. I mean, there's nothing that you could tell me about the NBA that I'd be like, yeah, I don't see that happening.
Now, the bench is a problem right now. We have to have patience with the young guys. That's why I'm saying you don't do anything now. But what if KD and the Brooklyn Nets continue to falter? And he's like, we saw the Brooklyn Nets. They gave in to James Harden. They succumbed to James Harden's demands and sent them to Philadelphia for Ben Simmons.
The wildest part of that, James Harden looked at Kyrie and was like, I don't want to play with you. That's crazy to me.
I wonder what the Warriors would do if they're hovering around 500. And we have a long way to go.
Now
they can go on an 8-game. They can go on an 8-game winning streak, and this is all mute. This is all moot point.
I need you to pull. And I wonder.
Kanye.
Well, I think it's Willy Wonka. No, I thought it was originally Willy Wonka.
Oh, okay.
That's the original.
Yeah. All right. Go.
Kanye ripped that from Willy Wonka.
Yeah. I know. Right.
I'm now imagining you as Willy Wonka.
And I wonder if you know how I feel. It's a great song. But Kanye's canceled.
Song.
Don't ever play Kanye.
It is a good song.
It's a great song. Man.
But isn't it a Willy Wonka song first?
I believe it is.
And maybe I'm wrong. I thought I wonder was, and it's Gene, what's the guy's, is it Gene Wilder, whatever the guy's name is, dancing around. I don't acknowledge the Johnny Depp one.
So some people are out on KD. Anybody would be in on Kevin Durant? I just wonder. 888-957-9570. We can switch gears, talk more about the Orlando Magic and the Golden State Warriors. Is it a must-win for you in your domes? The Warriors, if you exclude the 2019-20 season, have had only 3 4-game losing streaks under Steve Kerr. Twice it happened last season.
Willy Wonka, Gene Wilder, pure imagination.
Wow. Play it. Championship team does not have the luxury of patience. That's from the 310. How patient are you willing to be with the youngsters? 888-957-9570. Dub Nation, I would love to hear from you. How patient will you be willing to be with James Wiseman, Moses Moody, and Jonathan Kuminga?